Hi folks, this is David Erickson again with the Strategy Internet Marketing blog. You can find it at e-strategyblog.com. Today I want to talk about frames. Frames are back. Remember back in the day, early 90s, 1995-ish, the horrible HTML convention called HTML frames that were a horrible user experience for one, had trouble uh, indexing content with search engines for two, and three were largely an excuse to hijack content that you didn't create by creating a set of frames around which you could load content from elsewhere. So this is one HTML document, this is another HTML document, and this is a third HTML document, all framed by a fourth HTML document that told the browser how to display it. So people would create these frames, and then in the side links, click on links to other websites to load into the frame to display it as if they'd created the content themselves. Well, frames are back. They're back in the form of toolbars, and you see these everywhere. So here's an example for Facebook. When I click on a link to a story, it loads that story, but on top it loads essentially a frame. It frames the content. This is a toolbar for Facebook, but it adds functionality. So you could actually read the story. You know you're on the page. You can get rid of the toolbar if you want. You can tweet this content. You can share it on Facebook. You can say you like it. You can comment on it, and then it shows the social aspects of who also has voted on this content here. So there's your Facebook example, and so you can actually click that easily and get rid of it and get to the site, the actual site. LinkedIn also has toolbars. So here's a LinkedIn group for Chief Marketing Officers Network, and click on a story that had been posted to that group, and then I get a LinkedIn toolbar that allows me to share and add comment and shows how many other people have commented on. I can click next to go to the next story in line, and from the Chief Marketers Officers Network. So it's got functionality, it's got some social aspects to it, and again, it's easy to jump out of too. Digg has their toolbar. Tells you how many people dug a story, shows comments, views. This is useful from a research point of view, just to see how popular stories were within Digg. You can vote to bury it. You can look for related stuff. Share it. So again, some functionality. I'm logged into Digg, so it reflects that, and I can jump out of it. Owly is a URL shortening service that has its own toolbar. So whenever you create a link in Owly using them, it loads the page with their toolbar on top as well. The same type of functionality. So frames are back, but they're useful. They have utility to them. They're annoying or useful depending upon your perspective, I guess. But they are not really hijacking content. The primary thing about them is they're social. Increasingly, they're allowing you to take your social network with you as you browse, and that's going to become a big part of the next iteration of the web. So toolbars are the new HTML frames.